What's going on, filmmakers? I'm Alexander Don, and today we're going to take a look at 7artisans' latest cinema lens called Vision. We have with us a 25mm T1.05 that is made for Super 35 or APS-C sensors. And if you follow me for a while, you know that I'm obsessed with high aperture lenses, and so I'm very excited to test this lens out. Also, I've used 7artisan lenses before on my Fuji X-T4, and I was super impressed with the quality you get for the price you pay. And to be honest, I think you get way more than you pay for with 7artisans lenses. I hope it's the same with this lens as well. Now back to our lens. In terms of pricing, this lens cost $549, which is the most expensive from its set. The other 35mm and 50mm are priced at $430, but I think this one is the most impressive because of its specs. You don't see a 25mm with T1.05 aperture every day, but what you don't see every day as well, it's a 25mm lens with a 0.23mm minimal focus distance. This lens also comes with a 270 degrees focus throw, which is perfect for focus pulling. It also has 13 aperture blades, which will make bokeh look beautiful. And it's fully metal and feels super strong, but it also has a small size, which makes it perfect for gimbal work. You can get this lens in different mounts like E-mount, FX mount, L mount, RF mount, which is Red Komodo's mount, and I think these lenses work really good on Red Komodo, and M43. Now, if you follow me for a while, you know that I like to put APS-C lenses on full-frame cameras, and oftentimes I get amazing results. And I'm thinking about putting this lens as well on a full-frame camera, and heck yeah, let's do it. Let's put this lens on my Sony Fx6 and see how it works. Let the footage begin.
I was dancing in the street in my flip-flops, practicing a TikTok, listening to hip-hop. I was jamming, I was popping on a million. Everybody looking, what a wonderful feeling. This whole day was lit, and if you want some competition, don't you play with it. I got some extra time now, who higher and be straight up. Don't string your girl along like a violin. We gon' make it, you know I'm gon' shake it. I'm gonna get my way. I just ask and they say, okay, come get some, come get some.
So, let me know what you think about the footage. Was it impressive or not? Well, let me tell you something about it. I personally love how it looks. It's so different and yet so sharp even at T1.0. And yes, I've shot everything at T1.0 because why not? Keeping focus at T1.0 wasn't hard at all. I can see myself shooting a project entirely at T1.0, and I think that would look really interesting. Also, I've shot a few shots in Super 35 on the Fx6. The quality is not stellar because the Fx6 shoots APS-C only in 180p, but you can see how it looks in APS-C as well. Also, regarding vignetting, it was super minimal for an APS-C lens, and you can get away with a small crop because the vignetting is super small. Now, flaring was very interesting. I captured some very beautiful flares that looked really good. I can categorize this lens more towards a vintage lens look rather than a super clinical lens. I think it has a very good balance between the two. Now that we tested this lens outdoors, I want to test it in our studio as well in a controlled environment and see how it performs. I'm going to put it on my Sony a7 IV and test it out on full frame and APS-C as well and see which version I like more. Alrighty, so what do you think about the test? Which version you like more? I personally still like the full frame version more, even though it looks more correct in APS-C. I definitely like a lens that has more weird things going on and looks different, so I would still use it in full frame. But also, the minimal focus distance is that it got me very impressed. I think you can get super creative with that. And with all this being said, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this short test of the new 7artisans Vision 25mm lens. And if you did, smash that subscribe button. And if you have any more questions about this lens, just drop them in the comments and I will be happy to test it or respond to anything that I can. I'm Alexander Don and thanks a lot for watching, guys. Until next time, make sure to have some fun shooting and create some epic content. Cheers.